Hello. I thank you for coming back. I am grateful that you paused by this channel today. I'm carrying on with another account from another victim from the rape gang inquiry reports. We're going to hear about Marie. I do this not because it's pleasant. I can guarantee you it's one of the hardest things I've had to do my entire life. But I thank God that I'm alive. The children in my life, the children who have passed through me, throughout my entire family, have been spared. I was spared myself. So I will use my voice to be the voice of the voiceless victims, the ones the system failed woefully and are still failing today. So come with me into the world of the young child called Marie. Marie was born in a maternity home for unmarried mothers and grew up with her mother and grandmother. Her mother was cruel and abusive. She would deliberately make Marie cry, touch her inappropriately, and behave violently. She would go into school with split lips, black eyes, bruisings, and marks all over her body. She was never asked what had happened. She was not allowed to go outside, have friends, and was regularly called degrading names. During her medical record as an adult, there were documented concerns from around a year old. There were notes of a rash down below with question marks recorded. There were further entries where it was described as a possible nappy rash, again with question marks. 7 years later, a doctor made a note that she was a child that should be kept an eye on. Her mother refused to discuss her situation with Marie in the room. The record showed that she has significant bowel and gynecological problems. Despite the signs of abuse, no safeguarding action was taken. From around the age of 7, Marie's mother's partner began grooming and sexually abusing her. He would bring her presents and then touch her inappropriately. Marie said to him what he was doing was bad, and she did not like it. He told her that her mother had told him it was allowed. Her mother would ask Marie how she got on with him, demand she had thanked him properly, and would threaten to get angry if not. She was complicit, and the abuse continued for years. Her mother would deliberately shame her. When Marie began to menstruate, she thought she was dying, but her mother told her periods were what dirty girls had. She deliberately gave her sanitary pads that would leak so she could shame and punish her. If she had a spot on her face, she would put a large blob of Germolene on her face and tell her not to remove it, otherwise people would not know she was dirty. When she was unwell, her mother would get her partner to rub vapor rub on her chest. Her mother would soak her underwear in bleach and make her wear it, which still causes Marie discomfort to this day. In one instance, her mother and her partner forced a bottle inside her, which was painful. Her mother would attach clothes pegs on her clitoris to see how long Marie could last. Marie's mother also groomed her for others, and she had to share a bed with her. Marie was taken to another man's house by her mother's partner where she was raped. He began to traffic her to other perpetrators he knew through his work that operated like an organized group war gang. She became pregnant as a product of her abuse. On 2 occasions, her mother took her to a woman's house. There, the woman used a knitting needle to perform the abortions. The woman's husband also raped her. She had bottle tops opened up inside of her vagina. then made to drink what was in the bottle when she was primary school age. There were instances where she ran into members of her grooming networks. Who would lure her to a secluded location and rape her. The abuse she experienced included extreme violence and degradation. She was raped repeatedly over the years, including anal rape. She was subjected to penetration with objects. She was urinated on. Her legs were held open. She was beaten on the back, cut on the leg, and strangled. She has lasting injuries. Maria attempted to end her own life at school by walking in front of a van. At college, she drank a bottle of vodka and took a box of tablets in an attempt to kill herself. A college counselor raised concerns and contacted her GP, but nothing was done. Between leaving school and joining college, at 17, she was groomed by a 55-year-old police sergeant. He knew her background and claimed that he would catch her attacker and get justice for her. Instead, one evening, he offered to take her out of the house and rape her. He went on to rape her on another occasion. Upon becoming an adult, she went to a women's aid refuge for safety. They moved her to a safe location. On one occasion, a mother and partner went to the women's aid office, but they refused to give them information and introduced additional measures to protect Marie. While in the safe house, she miscarried, a product of her mother's partner. Following this, Marie drunkenly called her mother and told her what had happened. Even after explaining who impregnated her, her mother said, "We would have loved a baby in the house." She went to the police in recent years and told them that she was a survivor of child sexual abuse, and they told her to go away and sort her head out. None of her perpetrators have been brought to justice. Offered by her own mother. Agreed, the mother probably had mental problems. Of course, she was in a home. Where was the mother's parents? She probably was young, had a child, and began the abuse. The school, the health services, everybody kept mute. She had a miscarriage. The mother wanted another baby in the house to start the vicious cycle of evil on. That's the case I'm saying, thank God the baby was aborted. None of the people that abused Marie had been held account of their crimes. This evil that happened, the blood of these young ladies, some of whom these children, why am I calling them ladies? These children, the blood of the innocent are crying. They demand justice. And justice I pray that they get. It's not enough to just listen and watch. Please share. Let other people see and hear these stories. The report is in public domain. Find it for yourself if you can't stomach reading. Or come back and watch to listen. Thank you for your time.